Okay, so does this sound familiar? You come home from work, the evening goes by really fast, you flop into bed way too late, exhausted. Before you know it, your alarm goes off, you hit snooze a couple of times, till you get up and have to rush to work. Then the rest of your day sort of feels really off. You get home, and you go through the same thing all over again. If you're anything like me, that doesn't feel like a really empowered way of living, doesn't feel very balanced. Well, today's tip, I have some thoughts for you about something you can do that can really make a difference for that. My name is Katrina Peeler. I'm a wellness coach, massage therapist, and founder of Living from Center, and this is Wellness Tip Wednesday. So, this is what I mean. Let's get into it. What can happen is a lot of us will say, well, I have the best of intentions. I really do want to get up a little bit earlier in the morning and I want to meditate for 5 minutes or do some stretching or make my lunch or do what I need to do to sort of get myself started off on the right foot. Great idea, best of intentions. But here's the thing, this is what I call bookending your days. Because you can have that intention of having that morning bookend so that you can start your day off right. But as you know, bookends have to have two parts. You could stack a whole bunch of books with one bookend there, and the rest of it's all going to fall down unless you've got the parameters on both sides. So, what you do in the evening makes a huge difference for how you're going to have set yourself up for success for a string of successful days that do feel like you're more in your groove and you're really on a roll. Um, Both ends are really important, but let's talk about the evening one for this tip. Um, let's say your intention is you do want to have your head hit the pillow at 11 o'clock and be sleeping so that you can get the amount of sleep that you want to get. Instead of having your day, your evening just kind of go on autopilot and all of a sudden you realize, oh, I really should go to bed. We've got those cell phones that have those alarms. Go ahead and set yourself an alarm. Set an alarm for 10 o'clock at night and really try it out for a week. Turn off the TV, turn off your screens, and give yourself what I call that buffer time to really get yourself ready and have downtime. Have that buffer time between when you actually decide you're going to wind down and when your head will hit the pillow. What can you do during those times? I think it's really important to have the kinds of things that let your mind unravel and get you into a different mindset, a different calmer mind space. Lots of people like to journal. A great thing to do. That's one of my favorite things to do, to just kind of get my thoughts out and really process and let everything kind of come out. Um, Another thing that I am sure you've heard of is all the rage, and honestly, I love it. Is to get an adult coloring book. This is a great way to kind of do some meditative work. There's something about when you are having that motion with your hands, this right brain activity that kind of lets you be creative with the colors or lets you just be in this mindless movement state. I find that it helps my thoughts not be organized in any way, but sort of almost unravel the way you might be pulling out a thread of a weaving. And it feels very calming. It's a great kind of transition thing. Another possibility, lots of people get, this is something I have, is a daily planner. I know these days we are all on our phone calendars and our devices, but there's something about a paper calendar that if you keep it by your bedside is kind of a neat thing to be able to plan out and say, okay, this is what I still have to do. These are all my things for the week. This is what I did accomplish. And a planner like this is really nice. This is a desire map planner. This also infuses in there some listening to your soul kind of stuff, like asking yourself, how do you want to feel, or how did I feel, or some gratitudes. A really nice kind of practice to have before you go to bed that again feeds that transition time. Of course, there's the opportunity to read a book. I highly suggest not reading something that gets you really engaged and gets your mind thinking where all that's going to end up into your sleep, but maybe just something simple and inspiring that gives you little chapters to kind of have it be a short time, and you can add in some of these other things. The massage therapist in me wants to also invite you to do maybe some stretching or some things that kind of really wind your body down. Either way, having that bookend on the other side in the evening where you are really intentional and you really follow through and give yourself that time to calm down, it really makes a difference in then how you get up the next morning and move into the rest of the day. So give that a try. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that and how that works for you or other ideas you have. And so I look forward to seeing you on the next Wellness Tip Wednesday.